Happy Friday, everybody. It's hashtag FAQ Friday live from Lancashire. And this week's frequently asked question came from last week's frequently asked question about attracting staff. I've had a number of organisations and businesses who've contacted me and said, have you got any top tips how to retain our teams? Because obviously it is far more beneficial to the business in value, in cost, and in training, the whole lot to retain your team. So I'm going to share with you today some top tips on retaining your teams in your businesses. And the first element is always about wages, hourly rates, salaries, competitive salaries and benefits. And it's not all about money, but as we've just seen the increase in hourly rates for the national minimum wage and national living wage, have a look at how you fare with those, how you are competing against any other organisation. But it's not just about wages. That is very important, especially as we have a cost of living issue in the UK right now. But it's also about what benefits, what packages, what's involved in the beneficial of working with you in your company. Is it a career-minded company? Is it a work-life balance? Do you really care about mental health and well-being? Do you introduce that as part of the organisation's business? And if they're a career development, do they have to do that in their own time, or can they do that within work time? And there's all these elements that you can really think about, but really continually, consistently review and adjust your salaries, your hourly rates to keep in the competitive market, obviously as according to your budget and what your financial statistics, your numbers are created to. So being mindful of that as well. But that's the first element, and really think outside the box in this and ask your team, what do they want? You know, not as in, a lot of people will come up with, I just want more money. But realistically, if they had a different benefit of any description, they may be happier working, with you with regard to that. Look at recognition and rewards. That is so important. A lot of businesses still harp on when something goes wrong, and they forget to have an implementation of employee recognition programs, including bonuses, awards, lots of other incentives for outstanding performance. And it is like that in life, isn't it? If someone's been naughty, they get all the attention. It might not be the best attention, but really look at how you can reward and recognize people who are doing well within your business, and really focus on those people. The other element is training and career development. I've mentioned that earlier. Provide ongoing training and development opportunities. Do you put job boards out, and do you incentivize people to attract their friends, family, enabling employees to grow and advance within your organisation? Is this something that you do? Work-life balance is so key. It is so key, especially since the pandemic. Promote a healthy work-life balance by seeing how you can manage employees' hours, working hours, and scheduling effectively. Are you sustainable? Are you really clear with your employees and making sure that the families are looked after as well, so they're not consistently missing sports days, Christmas events, and lots of other issues that potentially could cause a problem with an employee and cause them to leave your organisation? Have you talked to them recently personally about how they're getting on in the outside of your organisation, and ensure that your employees have time for their personal lives and well-being? It's really important. Ask them, what are they doing to look after their well-being in the personal lives? Clear communication should be the number one, to be fair, because if you maintain open and transparent communication with your employees and listen to their feedback and address their concerns properly, not by brushing it off, you're more likely to retain and attract new employees without a shadow of a doubt. Communication is key in change, it's key in anything in the world, and the more you can have clear communication within your organization, the better you and your organization, your employees would be. Think about mentoring and coaching for yourself. Invest in mentoring and coaching. I invest this heavily. It is a must in my organization. Mentoring and coaching, without a shadow of a doubt, is really important. Have a look at mentorship and coaching programs to help employees reach their career goals. I have a mentoring program, and this is all about ensuring that people reach their goals, achieve them, and exceed them. That people will start off, in January 2024 and have clear goals, and you'll have had that in January 2023. How many goals have you achieved up to now? And if you haven't achieved some of the goals, why was that? What excuses came up, or what reasons, or what belief pattern? And that's where the mentoring and coaching actually helps you, because it ensures that you have got the help and support, the hand holding to be able to do that. So Luke, give me a call. I'm very happy to have a 20-minute introductory call to see how I can help you and your organization to ensure that you achieve your career goals, you achieve your organization's goals, as well as your team. And it's really important. It's the best investment you can have. I always feel that with myself in my business. Employee engagement is so key. Do you engage your employees in decision making? Do you, encourage their input on matters that affect their roles? Or do you just go ahead like a steamroller and don't get them involved in the decision making process? Because it's really important that you do that. If it's something that's affecting their working life, or what they do in their role, or their incentive, or their pay, or anything at all, they must be involved in the decision making process, because they'll actually come up with great ideas that you can possibly implement within your business. So, and don't just brush off saying I've tried it before, because you may have not tried it the way they are explaining it. So look at that clear communication with regard to that. Employee wellness programs, look at gym memberships, mental health support, stress reduction initiatives, and analyze them. Are they working? Is it something your members of your business really love? Do they value it? If it's something that they don't value, look at how you can ask them, what is it that you can get them help and support on? What do they value, and what would they prefer? And really, it is all down to clear communication with regard to this. But look at what will help them become well, help them sleep better, help them enjoy their life better, take off the pressures of the daily life that they're currently in, maybe. Create a safe workspace. This is so undervalued in organizations, but it's so needed. You've got to ensure safety in your workplace, adhering to the health and safety regulations, obviously, and provide training to minimize work accidents. But what about your culture? What about the workplace culture? Because I include that in the creating a safe space. Is your culture living and breathing within your whole organization, or are you missing key areas to ensure that culture is clear? I go into organizations personally, and I know that there's no real positive culture in that organization. You can feel it as a customer. So think how you feel when you're an employee in that culture. Retention bonuses. Do you ever consider offering bonuses or incentives for people who stay within your organization for a specific time? Are you offering extra holiday days, or are you offering financial bonuses, or sending them away a package, something that they would value? Always think about what would value your businesses, but also what would value your employees as a big thing. If there used to be Amazon vouchers and things like that, but if you're if your team don't use Amazon vouchers, then it's no point. And look at feedback mechanisms. How can you streamline and seek feedback from your employees to identify areas of improvement within your organization? How can you ensure that it gets to the CEO or the MD or the manager so that they can effectively make a difference and actually address any issues? And always recognize any achievements or accomplishments. It's really important. Celebrate employees' milestones, achievements, and boost morale and motivation. Do it for the team as well. If a team's doing so well and you're getting lots of TripAdvisor positives and Google reviews and your Trustpilot, you're getting 5 stars all round, make sure that you compliment your team. It's actually helping you within your business to have great marketing. So ensure that you're doing that to recognize any achievements or accomplishments or anything that they've achieved personally as well as the career development or the business development within your organization. And staff empowerment, give employees more autonomy. I see this, so many times where you've got businesses where they are in full control. You've got the MD in full control, or the CEO in full control, or manager in full control, and the team can't make a decision which would actually help and support your customers. So think how you can give your staff, your team, responsibility in their roles, which can lead to increased job satisfaction. It's so helpful if you've got to go and get a manager every time. Not only is your customer fed up about it, but what's the point of having your team members there? It's really disheartening if that's what the process is. And look at how you can empower your team to make decisions. Obviously have guidelines, obviously have boundaries, and make it clear what they are empowered to do, but be really clear and help and support them to understand and to be able to enjoy their job and have great satisfaction. And then especially when you're looking at appraisals, I know a lot of businesses do it once a year, but really look on a regular basis. Career path planning. Is there a system set up in your business helping employees plan their long-time career paths within your organisation? Have you looked at job opportunities and rotation within your organisation so they can learn different things? That's so key in our industry. The more that you learn of different positions within the industry, the better. It helps your organisation, your business. It helps your cost analysis. It helps everything. And it gives a consistent basis throughout your whole organisation. So really look at that. And then conflict resolution. How are you in conflict? How do you deal with it? How does your managers deal with it? How does your staff deal with it? Conflict resolution is so important. Implement effective conflict resolution mechanisms to address any workplace issues promptly and fairly. It's so important. It's so important to do that. So remember, when you're retaining staff in the hospitality industry, it is an ongoing process. One size does not fit all. It is a consistently looking at what you're currently doing, how you can help and support your team members, how you can help and support each individual. Communication is key. Regularly evaluate your strategies and adjust them based on the evolving needs of your employees and the job market. Look at a happy and engaged workforce is more likely to stay and contribute positively to your business or your organisation without a shadow of a doubt. It's so important. So I hope that's helped. And, retain your team. Make sure you look after them. Talk to them. Clearly ask questions regularly. Ask the right questions, you get the right answers. And if you don't feel you're getting the right answers at the beginning, change the question and ask another question to get another answer to ensure that you can get all the help and support to help them along the way. So I hope that's helped. And may I wish you a happy Friday, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe to the FAQ Fridays. Click on the like. And please comment how you're getting on with retaining your staff. How long have you retained your staff within your organisation, or are they consistently changing? Have a real look at what is actually going on, and it's not always about money. So if you need any help and support, as always, Alison at AJ Lakes is here to help and support you. Please book a 20-minute introductory call and let me see how I can help and support you and your business and your teams to a better, fulfilling future. Thank you very much. Happy Friday, everybody, and happy weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.